Well, hey, what's up, buddy? So I'm making another video because I tried to make one, but it was too long. So now I'm just on a run. I'm going to see how many short videos I can get out there. Because now that I can talk to Democrats, because Democrats believe that the courts aren't going to do anything and that Joe Biden's already won. So we can talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris, I'll start with her, I guess, was a prosecutor, I think a district attorney out of California who didn't ended up not having enough convictions to keep her job. So she went about taking cases for serious crimes, like I don't know, a murder or something, and would plead it down to like an assault, so that she could get a conviction on a deal, right? So it shows a lack of integrity there. And do you think she's somebody that would, the Democrats, do you think, or are you worried about she's somebody that might unequally apply justice? Like if you see a prosecutor like her, like that, who's gonna manipulate the system and let a serious crime go with a minor charge, uh, do you think she can be trusted with like power? Well, the answer to that question is no for me. But why for you? Why do you think? And I could get into Joe Biden and is he capable of handling wars? Is he capable of handling China? And all that. But the point is that having this conversation, I believe, with Democrats doesn't is pointless anymore, because the old Democrat Party is gone, and the communists are here. And the thing about it is the Democrat Party has become, all the hardcore Democrats are hardcore Democrats because they get something out of it. They get authority somehow. They get a job through the Democrats. They get wealth, they get power, okay? They get security, and they get a place to belong, all that. And that's what it's become, to where it's created this kind of Machiavellian, self-serving political group that now is become communist, to where you're really all out for yourselves now. And Joe Biden, who has, everybody knows that he's in love with China, who are communist. Okay, so that's the whole Democrat Party. Like, can you prove me wrong that it's not just a bunch of people who want authority over other people? They want, they'll take a bribe to get ahead. Like, they'll take a position of responsibility, but then use it to like enrich themselves somehow or empower themselves. So what does that mean? Well, I was going to make a video about also Edward Snowden and like Julian Assange, about how do you think Biden would handle a whistleblower? And it's like, well, you have proof already, because with Obama and Biden, they said if there's any whistleblowers, they can come forward and they'll be protected. So then you had whistleblowers like Edward Snowden come out, who they then tried to imprison and kill. So it's like, oh yeah, definitely, you've got proof of wrongdoing. Well, come here and give it to us, and we'll protect you. But really, they're going to kill or imprison the person. So you know how they're going to handle that. So there, and the spying. Well, what about like government overreach with Joe Biden? Do you think that he would empower the people who are in the Democrat Party, like cronyism, empower them to have everybody's information, to spy on absolutely everybody? Yeah, I think he would. I think that's exactly what he wants to do. So you might even start seeing, they're talking about socialism. You might even start seeing this be a spy kind of thing that the communists do, like rat out your neighbor or your family member, rat out your mom and dad or your neighbor to the government for, like, I don't know, having a Bible or whatever it is that the government doesn't like. And but they'll create, like, okay, so now you've created this Machiavellian self-serving structure where now you're going to get personal benefit out of like ratting out your neighbors and family, spying on people and waiting for an opportunity to find something that you can snitch on them for. Okay? And I guess my point is that the old Democrat Party used to represent integrity in different areas like journalism and all that. And that's all gone now, and the communists have come. And I don't know, do you think we're going to start seeing that? especially on the internet. Maybe not so much in real life to begin with, but on the internet, it's going to be all like all snitches. And are you comfortable with that? You know, it's like, do you really want socialism to come around? Do you really though? Because I know, because I already feel there was already an operation here where I live. I feel like there was some weird kind of spy operation going on, but it wasn't. But it feels like it's coming. Like, oh, okay, there's the surveillance state's going to be abused. There's going to be there's probably going to be a lot of wrongful imprisonments and stuff like that start going on. Because why? Why do I think that wrongful imprisonments might happen? Well, with somebody like Kamala Harris in power, if it benefits her or one of her cronies or one of the Democrats, then they'll do it. So that's my point. That's my question. If you're a Democrat who's just voting because you think it's the right thing to do, I think you're in for a rude awakening. And you've done this to yourselves, YouTube, by trying to make a 10-minute video take 7 hours, to just exponentially longer to upload. Well, now I've got my door open and I'm in here speaking my mind, something that a commie would want to snitch on me for, and trying to make them short and put it on YouTube. So I got to cut this off. But this is for you guys, YouTube, because nobody watches my video. It's for the algorithm.